Cheers. You got your beer, you got your lime, you got your salt on the rim. Alright, so welcome to the Motopilot garage. So just so you guys know, I really don't think my garage is every rider's fantasy garage. The inspiration for this video is I'm building something in my garage to help me get it more organized. And I thought, well, I'm already building this thing, so maybe I'll shoot a video, show you guys what I'm doing, and maybe it'll give you some ideas on how you can keep your garage more organized. So what I'm doing is I'm building a rack for my jackets and my riding suits because they're just all kind of hanging everywhere right now and it just looks cluttered. So yeah, we're gonna take care of that. And I did a video recently that gave you guys a glimpse of my garage, and like 1,000 people wanted to see my garage after that. Okay, maybe not 1,000, maybe a handful. But anyways, I figured to make the video longer, I would just do a quick, tour through my garage and you guys can check it out. If you don't want to check it out, you can turn off this video, that's fine. So let's take a look around. It'll just take a few minutes. So for those of you guys that have been following me for a while, you'll recognize this bike. This is my 2016 Suzuki GSX S1000. When I started my vlog just over a year ago, this was the bike I rode, as you can see here. I kept this bike because I do a lot of miles on the freeway, riding to work every day, and I don't want to rack up a bunch of miles on my Aprilia. So I figured I would just keep this bad boy. And then let's come over here. You can see this is my drum set. It's a 8-piece Gretsch. I used to have it set up in this area here, but it was just taking up too much space, and so I stacked it recently. And then this is my DRZ 110 that's all tricked out. I built this thing back when, the pit bike market was blowing up and everybody was dumping a bunch of money into their bikes. And needless to say, I have way more money invested in this little bike than I wish I had. But if you were to pay full pop building this bike back then, it was about $8,000. Yeah, money well spent, right? So moving on to my bike collection. This is my 2004, I think it's 2004. Yeah, 2004 Honda VFR 800. I've racked up about 100,000 miles on this bike. I bought this bike when I was working for Scorpion Helmets several years ago. The owner had it, he wasn't using it, I liked it. The ride was about an hour away from my house, so I needed a bike. So I bought this off him, and it's been sitting for a while. The crazy thing is, I didn't realize how fat this bike is until I started getting more current bikes. I mean, look at the width of that shield. I don't know if you can tell, but that is one wide shield, man. Anyways, one of these days, I'd like to sell this bike. I just haven't put any effort into moving it. If any of you guys are interested in a 2004 VFR 800 in the matte black, it's rare, send me a message. I would probably let that thing go for like 2,000 bucks. Next bike is my Harley Fat Boy. I've had this bike about 10 years. It's a custom build. Let's see, what year is it? 1997. It's a nice bike. I mean, I don't ride it near enough, and it's won like 3 bike shows, best of show. When I ride that thing, it's mostly like just down to the beach, put the wife on the back, go eat down by the cliffs. I'm actually going to a bike show in Vegas this coming weekend with a couple buddies, so that should be fun. And the sad thing about this bike is, once again, I've got way too much money dumped in this thing, about the same amount of money as my Aprilia. And living here on the West Coast, we're about half hour, 45 minutes from the beach. Got to have your beach cruisers, Look at the handlebars on this one here. Those are some tall ape hanger bars. That's like a stretch cruiser bicycle. Then if you come over here, this is where I keep most of my gear. These are my regular helmets. I wear this helmet on my Aprilia when I'm not vlogging. I wear this one like to work every day because it's got the music. It's got the Bluetooth right there. And then, of course, the Motopilot helmet. I keep my gloves on this shelf here, my pants and liners here, my different shoes I need. These are my dailies. Those are for rain. Those two I never really use. These maybe on the Harley. Earplugs, never ride without them. Another jacket I wear on my Aprilia when I'm not recording. Yeah, I know I'm sponsored by Speed and Strength, but sometimes I just need to rock the A-stars because it looks cool. And then here is some more jackets. It's just got too many jackets. So that's actually what I'm building tonight, is I'm going to build a device to hang all my jackets. So there's all the gear. I also have gear over here, and I'm not really happy with this stuff hanging here. I just got this speed and strength suit, so now I have that suit, this suit here, and this scorpion suit from my scorpion days. I want to get rid of these suits here. I want to get rid of this one, and I want to get rid of this one because I don't need those two suits. This is the only thing I need right here. So, interested, hit me up, make you a sweet deal. Gotta have boots, a couple pairs of boots. These boots I literally just got from Gaerne, my new sponsor for my channel. I'll talk about those guys in another video. I designed this helmet here when I was at Scorpion. Here's 3 helmets that were given to me by Speed and Strength. Got an extra seat for when I ride my wife on my Harley. Some more dirt bike helmets over here. I designed all 3 of these. Just so you guys know, all this riding gear. I work in the industry, so I get a lot of this stuff for free. It's not like I have this crazy addiction with buying riding gear. So over here's my air compressor. You do not realize how much you need one of these in your garage until you get one. Pretty stoked about my toolbox. I just bought this nice toolbox not that long ago, and I'm telling you what, having a nice toolbox with, you know, all the right tools in it definitely makes a difference when you're working in your garage. And then over here we have my dream machine. This is my 2016 Aprilia RSV4RR, and I'm still pinching myself that I have this bike. 201 horsepower, 180 miles an hour. Sounds crazy, super fast. I've got a bunch of work done to it thanks to all the sponsors you saw at the beginning of this video. So I can honestly say I still pinch myself when I come out in the garage and I see this thing sitting here. It is definitely the most exciting bike I've ever ridden. I'm actually doing a track day on this bike on October 22nd out of Fontana, so I finally get to take this thing and see what it's really made of, because riding this thing in the city just doesn't do it justice at all. So I bought all this 1/2-inch pipe stuff. These are 5-inch couplers, a couple of 90-degree elbows, a couple of flat flanges, some mounting screws, and a 5-foot-long piece of pipe. And what we're going to do is we're just going to build a hanger that hangs underneath these cabinets right here. So let's build this thing.